Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Julian Gennatti, and it's transfer season, so coaches' corners are well and truly back. The first one is going to be quite the boring one. It's a player that we've already had in the squad in the previous season. Um, it's Arcadius Milik, and I'm doing a coaches' corner now because we signed him on loan last year. I didn't do a coaches' corner then, mainly because I was in Greece and Italy having a good vacation, but I digress. So enjoy this one. So, like I said, we are going back into a coach's corner mode, and it's Arcadius Milik. And the first graphic is, oh, we know what we do here. We basically look at a rundown of his stats in the past calendar season, 365 days, see what his counting stats are as advanced analytics. And since we've had Arcadius Milik, we can probably have a good idea of what he's going to bring to the club, where we're moving going forward in terms of squad building, and basically, yeah, this was going to be probably the most boring one of the transfer season. But again, we still have to do it because he is a permanent transfer now, just like this graphic shows. This is the press release from Juventus, the official company account. Juventus Football Club SPA has exercised the option right for the definitive acquisition of the registration rights from the player, for the player, Arcadius Christian Milik from Olympique de Marseille, for a consideration of 6.3 million euros payable in 3 years, starting from July 2023. So July 1st might be the first payment. The consideration may increase up to an additional 1.1 million euros on achieving given conditions over the course of the duration of the contract. Juventus and the player have signed a contract of employment until June 30th, and that's supposed to say 2026. It's a 3-year contract. It's going to pay him about 3.5 million euros. That's according to Nico Shira, and the 1.1 million in bonuses. I actually have no idea what the bonuses are. Probably minimal ones. It's such a small fee. It's probably going to be appearance based or goal based or minutes based, goal based. I'm assuming it's going to be minutes or appearances. But there you go. There you have it. The totality, if everything goes well for Arcadius Milik at Juventus will be paying Marseille at least 7.4 million euros plus 750,000 from the original loan last season. So that's just over, if my quick math tells me, just over 8 million euros in total if everything goes well. If everything doesn't go well, it's 6.3 plus 750k, so that's just over 7 million. So, wait, is that? Yeah, that's right. So it is a small transfer fee for an experienced forward who's played in Serie A previously to Juventus. He played with Napoli. Not the most proven goal scorer, but you saw last year you got 3 or 9 goals. We'll go through the stats. So that's the money. There you go. You see the money graphic there. Next, we're going to go on to his bio. This is specifically for last season. You can see he was born February 28th, 1994. He's 29 years old. Striker, Serie A stats last year. This is just strictly Serie A. You can tack on 2 European goals also to this goal tally. So you got 7 goals, 1 assist, 1 yellow card. That should be 1 red card. Oh, sorry, it says second yellow. Yeah, okay, so he definitely has 1 red card because of the Salernitana game. We all know, infamously, he scored the goal to win the game, and then the goal got taken away because they thought Bonucci was offside when Alejandro was near the goal line, yada, yada, yada. We got 2 points taken away, and Bob's your uncle. So that's where he got the red card from. Starting 11 minutes, so he started less than 50% of the matches, and total minutes was less than 50 as well, percent of the possible minutes, and he contributed 15% of the goals. So 8 goals was 15% of our total tally. That's sad in its own right. But yeah, so Milik, we know what he is. He's a substitute striker, or hear me out, a starting striker, because Max Allegri might want to sell Dusan Vlahovic. So stay tuned for that. But we don't know in what capacity, if these minutes are going to go up. We do know that Milik had an injury just after January, heading into the meat and potato part of the season in March and April. That might have cut his minutes down. That definitely cut his minutes down. And I mean, for the fee involved, if he is not your starting striker, he is serviceable. I'll say that. So next we're going to go on to a great looking chart, especially for your striker. It's the shooting analytics. Yeah. So he took some free kicks. That's what these numbers tell me. And again, whenever we do these coaches' corners and we bring up these advanced analytics, it is in comparison to all strikers across Europe in the top 5 leagues over the past 365 days. So it's a full year of form. So this takes into consideration all the way, well, when not July of 2022 because there were no games, but it takes into consideration basically the start of the season, even when he was on Marseille for those couple of games before he came over in last August. So there you go. Nothing to be proud of. He took some free kicks. Yeah. We'll move on into GCA and SCA. I like this stat a lot. Not for him. I just like the stat in particular in general to use as an indication of how you are producing on the field, your output. If you are creating shots and they're just not going in, is that a finishing issue? If you're creating goals, then you're a boss. You're doing very well. You see there's some green bars. You can see the shot created actions of dead ball. So free kicks again. Again, this is comparison to all strikers in the top 5 leagues. There's a 68 percentile. I don't know why Ollie indicated that it was green, but that's via shots. 99th percentile of defensive actions leading into shot created chances. So this is a typical Max Allegri striker. He defends, let's say, a set piece because he's a tall dude and he wants to be in the box, and it quickly goes into a counterattack. He gets back into the play. We like to counterattack in general. That makes a lot of sense. And again, you can see at the bottom there, the goal created actions via defensive actions, also in the 99th percentile. It describes Allegri terrible. And you can see all the bars that are non-existent are goal creating actions, live passes because the ball never gets to our striker's feet. And it's a damn shame that these stats are so telling that Allegri ball is the worst. You can literally look at Milik's advanced analytics and you can see that he played for Allegri this year. If I were got Dusan Vlahovic's, it'd probably be the exact same. If I got Keane's, it'd be the same. If we bring in Lewandowski, it'd probably be a little bit better because he's a little bit better of a player, but it'll still be, the bars will still be the same way. It might be a little bit higher in the red section. Damn shame. But next we'll go into his possession stats because that is what was one of his strong suits that we were supposed to be hyped about when he was coming in. Big hold-up guy, strong, good technically on the ball. You can see some green stats there. Again, Alejandro put 60s in green. Don't know why. But touches in the middle third. He's in the middle, or he's 75 percentile, so it was okay. We know he likes to drop back and collect the ball, especially when he played 2 forwards. He was the guy collecting the ball, and Vlahovic stayed higher. Same with Keane. Keane was the guy running in behind, and Milik was the guy collecting. So that makes a lot of sense. What is that stat there? Times tackled during a take-on. So that's not a good stat to have a green bar on. Yeah, so he lost the ball a lot. And you can see down below it says dispossessed 85% or 85th percentile. Carries into the final third. That makes sense though, like I said, because he collected the ball higher up, or he dropped deeper to come collect the ball, so he had to carry it into the final third. And everything else is not green. When you become a Juventus striker, you're a black hole. nothing happens. You are in the graveyard shift. I hope if whoever's watching this, if you get to this part especially, and you review all these stats, it is so indicative of how we play as a team, or we try and play as a team. These strikers get next to no service. They do graveyard shifts, and the dispossession stat. This is a Milik thing because he does lose the ball, but everything leading up to that point, it's very indicative. We got two more things to look at, and then I'll get my final thoughts on what the whole outlook of where Milik and how Milik is going to fit on this team for the next 3 years, probably. Its passing is next, and it's green bars there. This is like the technical ability of him is good. Like, can't deny that. Not the most precise passer, but like again, we're getting this guy. Like, think logically, we're paying no more than 8 million euros for him in total if it all goes well. He's 29 years old. Like, he's in the prime of his career. He's at Poland, like he's a World Cup striker, like international player. He's done it in Serie A, but like it's a good price, and you should expect some quality to come with it because of his background and resume. So his technical ability is there. But of course, you see the black hole, like the assists and the key passes, not even close to top 5 league standard of a striker. Again, that probably has everything to do with the leg ball. So take a look at those stats there on the right, and we're going to go to miscellaneous stats now. Nothing too yeah. There you go. Green, no green means bad. Especially when you look at those aerials. One, like this dude is what, 6'2", 6'3". He's won 1.77 aerial balls per 90 minutes, and he's lost about 3. If you just jump against a smaller dude, you'll win more than 50%. Like, if you just jump at the same time as that guy, like, just time your headers, bro. Anyway, that's a whole different story. So, those are Milik's stats from the past season. We know what he's about. Highlights from him. Good free kick though against Cremonese, saved us 3 points. When Vlahovic was really struggling, he did come through in that purple patch he had at the beginning of the season. Again, his technical ability is it's pretty good. I'm trying to think of good things to say about him right now. He's not like he's built like he looks physically strong, but he's not strong. Again, he loses the ball a lot in terms of when he's dribbling it with it and he's trying to go forward, or he's battling with an opponent. More often than not, he's going to lose out on that battle. His passing is good. His technical ability, like again, he can score on volleys. He can score the odd header. He can score from long range. He's not really a fox in the box kind of guy, but he does score the odd goal inside the box where it's like crossed in, and he'll put it in first time with his feet. Yeah, he's a mess signing. He's a backup striker signing. Now, moving forward in the outlook in this Juventus team, is he the starter, or is he going to be the backup? If Vlahovic leaves, him and Keane, like Milik and Keane, will be starting. And that, in its own right, is a disaster. But, again, thinking logically and thinking about pure assets, he is a 29-year-old striker in the prime of his career, most likely. Physical prime, at least. Not quite injury-prone. Has played in Serie A before for Napoli, scored a bunch of goals there. He has international pedigree. He's played for Marseille, like he's still a big club. Played for Napoli, like I said. Scored quite a few goals there. Scored 9 with us in 40 matches or so, in playing less than 50% of the minutes. If he comes in for this contract and gets 10 to 15 GA a season as a backup player, as a role striker, then it's a great signing. Good bang for your buck. If he is the starter and he's putting up like those numbers or less, then it's an issue, a massive issue, and we are going to be in the banter era for real, and we are not making any European competitions of any note. It all depends on the rest of the summer, basically. But that's Arcadius Milik. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow us on Bianconeri Zone on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Bianconeri Zone. There's more to come. There's more to come, and it's going to be a busy off season. Not in terms of all-star names. It's just going to be a busy off season because there's a lot of outgoings and a lot of incomings. So stay tuned to the channel to watch all of it. Thank you all. Have a great evening.